Welcome back to TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are here with Shockwave going into Survivor Series, and we are going to start with the pre-show, as we always do, and we are going to have Drew McIntyre, the club, and the Vaudevillains defeat 5 members of my NXT roster. As you can see, 18, 34, 36, 14, 17. They're all not really main event caliber yet, or potentially ever. And he's all got a strong 50 plus. So I'm happy with that. Done what it needs to do. And then we have Pentagon Jr. defeating Chris Gray. Just hired Chris Gray on a one-night deal. Wanted to see. He's only got a 50 rating for this match. It's actually pretty good. I don't care if it says it was abysmal, it's a 50 rating of a guy whose performance is 54 and 18. So, yeah, that's good. Moving on, we have Adam Cole defeat Cody Hall. Yeah, I want to give Adam Cole a nice win going into the pay-per-view. And then we have Mark Henry defeat Barry Griffiths. Rehired him for one night only, to see what we could get out of him, and there's a faint chance he may get hired back to NXT. Bubba Ray defeats Biff Busick. As you notice, I'm using a few more main event caliber guys. I'm just trying to give them a few more. I usually aim for the mid-carders to keep them positive, but for some improvement. But I want to give these guys a few matches against these guys to see if they are, like, as you can see by Biff, his performance is actually pretty good. I do honestly think he'll be my next call-up at this very present moment. It's just what I'm going to do with him. We then have Zack Ryder defeat Flex Freeman, which is the poorest match of pre-show, I think. And we have a surprise end match. However, Randy Orton versus Rich Swann. Yeah, so it seems like a really random match to put together, but these guys, working with them is going to help them improve. That's the theory, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like, remember when the Hurricane used to work with The Rock and Stone Cold? So this was the idea. Rich Swann has improved. So yeah, this has done what it needed to do. A 71 is a good pre-show match. We all know Orton's capable of anything. So yeah, we'll stick with this. I'm happy with it. Going into the main show, we start with John Cena, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the ring. The theory behind this is after John Cena's attack, Brock Lesnar was a bit more patient dealing with Cena. Wanted to keep his eyes on him, watching him around the ring. And Paul Heyman says, you want to have to decide a match. We'll have a little sit down at Survivor Series and we'll find out just who will be facing who and what type of match. Now, I have already made my decision, but what I'm going to do is make this like a contract signing at Survivor Series to continue the storyline. Yes, there's a lot of matches there, but I've set up a lot of pre-show. It's just going to be a flat-out contract signing. I'm not going to put too much detail into it because we know what they're going to be doing, and I will be announcing the match. And I already know who's going to win this, and I'm going to actually put Paul Heyman down as the support. So, yeah, that's going to be added to that. And 89 is a good start to the show. I've actually recreated the storyline because a video didn't work, which has now killed the storyline momentum, which I'm really annoyed with. So I decided to start again. So it's called Storyline is that one last match. And we all know Cena can't be in the title picture until SummerSlam, which, if you say we're in November, is a long way away. So I've got to find some work for it to do. I want to have the blow-off match between them at the next pay-per-view at Tables, Ladders and Chairs. and then Cena can start working on improving the likes of your Rusev and other people who are not quite. I could even do him versus the club. It's difficult to let how Kenny Omega and how created to get the win, but there's little storylines you can do. Or make him go for a mid-card title like he had the US title run in real life. But we're keeping all the options open for Cena outside of facing AJ Styles in a one-on-one match. Moving on to the next segment, we have a match. Adam Bridle and the Lucha Dragons defeat Jake Evans, Murphy and Blake. Murphy had to tap out, and we are setting up the main blow-off match between Evans and Bridle, and it will be happening at TLC. CM Punk cuts a promo on AJ Styles, telling him how he will beat him at TLC and regain that title, the Shockwave title, which he lost, and putting AJ to bed once and for all. So, yeah, CM Punk is the number one contender, but he keeps getting delayed by other people, shall we say. So I want CM Punk versus AJ Styles to actually happen one more time, as they have had some of the best matches both put together. I put a nice little cruiserweight match in here for the title. I have Atami defeat FedEx. It's a nice 64 rating. I am tempted just to put the title on every week and just see how good the matches are, because I've got so many cruiserweights. I can't make storylines that's going to involve enough of them for them to care. So I just might just put Atami in a few each week and see what happens. AJ Styles was seen backstage with two members of his team for Survivor Series, Bubba Ray and Bobby Roode. He's discussing their past. They've fought with each other around the world. They've got to do it one more time in this company, shall we say, for the first time ever. So I like that. It's a 73, it works. Keeps AJ heelish as well. Kenny Omega defeats Koto Ishaba, 58. Nice match. I'm happy. Keep going. And afterwards, the club cut a promo about the team they'll be facing. You can't do a 5-on-5 promo, so I've just chopped off Matt Jackson. And they are facing Aries, the Briscoes, and Primetime Players. All it needs to do, really. It's done its job. I put a tag team title match in as well, because we haven't seen that defended recently. I have the Revival beat the Golden Truth. They didn't really deserve a title match. But I wanted to just see. We need to give them something to do, really. They're only in the peripheral of any Survivor Series match. It's quite bad. Tyler Breeze and Cesaro cut a promo on Adam Cole and Bubba Ray. This is basically to keep the storyline rolling. There is no other way of putting it. I have 3 heels and 1 face, all looking to try and take that one title. So, yeah. Tyler Breeze continues to shine with his push. The Young Bucks defeat the Primetime Players. For some reason, Darren Young debuted his gimmick yet again for like the 15th time. There's a little glitch in the game where it keeps saying he's debuting a new gimmick which I haven't set up for him. It's getting a bit annoying. 76 though is a really good rating. You look at those, like the Young Bucks and Titus O'Neil. It's amazing. Maybe it might be worth making Titus O'Neil get rid of Darren Young for a while. Rusev cuts a promo on Randy Orton. He wants to make sure he stops that Viper once and for all. He keeps getting one up just in the last minute, so let's keep this going. Apollo Crews and Shinsuke Nakamura team up and lose to Sandow and Okada. I made Apollo Crews take the pinfall to keep Nakamura strong. because I really want Nakamura versus Okada at the next pay-per-view. I think it's in the pipeline. I know they've had matches in the past, but I think for a title it just adds that little emphasis on storytelling, which is the thing which Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's brilliant match in real life lost out on. We have Cody and CM Punk talking backstage. Cody's explaining why he's decided to work with Punk, saying how he respects him after their battles, and he has no respect for AJ Styles. They turn Cody Rhodes' face as the surprise fifth member of CM Punk's team when AJ Styles was trying to recruit him. So yeah, that works quite well. In my semi-main event, Rusev defeats Oblivion Max, which was 78, which I think is pretty impressive for these two. Max has improved a lot thanks to his AJ Styles rivalry. Rusev, working with Orton, is doing really well as well. I consider Rusev potentially my second biggest heel on the show, but obviously I'm not including Brock Lesnar because I don't really need to worry about Brock Lesnar because he's just part-time anyway. And afterwards, AJ comes out to try and beat down Oblivion Max with Rusev, but Randy Orton makes the save, so we keep both storylines rolling nicely. And my main event was an 82, which is great. I'm really happy. Cody Rhodes to CM Punk defeat AJ Styles and Bobby Roode. When Bobby Roode submits, would have preferred pin, but never mind. An 82 for a tag team show main event is brilliant. And the idea is kind of this bit happens during that match. Right? AJ Styles just runs off. He doesn't want to face CM Punk. So that's where Bobby Roode took the pinfall. But 78 was a nice little win rating. I think we may have got to the high 70s once again. Let's see. We've got 81. That's very impressive. So we have back to the main screen, and I want to see if that match has broken into my top 5 ever. So let's see if it did. Okay, we are back, so let's see. We managed to actually beat Dragon Gate Infinity, which is good. At last. Contracts. Cody wants a pay rise. Okay. Pay rises are going to constantly come due to the improvement in ratings of the show. Adam Cole is already judging people, which is a bit weird. Now, what I am actually going to do first is sign Barry Griffiths to NXT. We all know him as Mason Ryan. Yeah, he's not special in any means. If he doesn't want developmental, he won't be joining. But I would like to give him that opportunity. He's working well with my guys. So on the main news, we can look at the Shockwave. A 71. 80 of this is building up nicely. AJ Styles, Punk and Rhodes, the main ones. Max is in there, but that's only just for the pay-per-view match. The tag team titles is up to 73, which is ridiculous for this. Orton and Rusev is 74. One last match is up to 80. To start with, that's why I had to start again. The European title is 60. The Cruiserweights are 64. That's pretty good all along the board. In the creative meeting, we see who is hot and who is not. Kenny and the Bucks. And who's not. Our Truth, of course, because he keeps losing. And if we go to the pre-show, so for Raw, we have the pre-show matches are going to be Roderick Strong, Dillinger, Gabriel, Bobby Fish and O'Reilly versus Corbin, Dallas, Jinder Mahal and The Ascension. The other pre-show one is going to be Gail Kim, Mickey James, Natalia, Taryn Terrell and Levy Bates versus Nia Jax, Taylor Made, Carmella, Aaliyah, and Dana Brooke. That's right. Shockwave pre-show. We've got 2 set up for this one. We're gonna have Tyler Breeze, got Strowman, English, and Ryder versus Rowley, Fandango, Andre Cool, Kavanagh. It may be Shelton Benjamin. It may be someone else. I've accidentally double booked Shelton Benjamin. We've got a bit of a cruiserweight one. Fenix, Alexander Bridle, and Lucha Dragons versus Evans, Pentagon Jr., Atami, and the Revival. And the main ones, Shockwave. I'm going to swap Shelton Benjamin out for somebody. I will make one lined up on the show. And then we have the Club versus Aries team, Briscoes and Proton Players. CM Punk Autumn, Olivia Max, Cruz and Cody Rhodes versus Styles, Rusev, Rude, Sandow and Bubba Ray. And we said Adam Cole, Nakamura, Mark Henry, Devon versus Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray's been double booked as well. We'll take Bubba Ray off that as well. Cesaro, Okada, probably put Murphy in for that. Kane. SmackDown is Sasha, Bailey, Becky, Paige, and Asuka versus Charlotte, Alexa, Nikki, Emma, and Summer. And Ember, Alicia, Naomi, What Generation versus Dangerously Beautiful and Cameron. I've just thrown in there. We actually do have a triple threat World Raw title match. And then we have our other champion with Swagger Brian, Zayn, and Angle versus Miz, Dario, Joe, Bad News, Jericho. This one may end up on the pre-show as well. But, yeah, not the best one. One that's got mostly the tag teams and Heath Slater and Jay Lethal thrown in for fun. This is the one with the most interesting storyline behind. The Undertaker, Bray, Finn, Ziggler, and Morrison versus Triple H, Ryback, Owens, and the other Wyatt family. So if you want to have any predictions, leave them a comment below. But we'll be back for the next show, the Survivor Series. Thank you all for watching.